Can kindness exist in sport? What makes a great leader? These were the questions we were faced with in our first assessment. To help answer these questions, I interviewed someone that works in the strength and conditioning field, which is the field I hope to work with in the future. I will discuss the background of my interviewee and their experience with the sporting field and how they became the leader they are today. This will be followed by reflecting on the key questions involved, which what makes a great leader and can kindness exist in sport. I chose to interview Nikolai Morris, who is a strength and conditioning specialist at High Performance Sport New Zealand. Nikolai has a wide array of experience in the sporting industry, which includes completing a Bachelor of Exercise and Sport Science at the University of Queensland in 2010. Upon completing of her degree, she obtained a job as a head strength and conditioning coach at South Rugby Union, where she was responsible for strength and power programs, nutritional advice, warm-ups, injury preventions, strapping, massages and relevant game day jobs. She then obtained a job as the head strength and conditioning coach for Waratah Rugby's Super W women's team. She held that position for 11 months. This led her to the New South Wales Rugby League State of Origin and New South Wales City Strength and Conditioning Coach in May of 2018. She would be in this position for just over 1 year. Whilst doing all these jobs, she also had a position in Sydney Uni Sport and Fitness as the senior strength and conditioning coach, where she worked in sports such as rugby, water polo, swimming and athletics. This led her to the position she obtained in September of 2019, where she currently works as a strength and conditioning specialist for High Performance Sport New Zealand. Initially, I perceived Nikolai Morris to be a caring and compassionate strength and conditioning coach who strives for greatness in every job she does and wants the best for her athletes on and off the field. She motivates her athletes to be the best they can be while showing empathy and the ability to understand the emotional side of her athletes. I would describe her leadership style as affiliative. An affiliative leader values people and their feelings. They put less emphasis on accomplishing goals and tasks and more on the emotional side of their employees, and in Nikolai's case, her athletes. The interview I conducted was on the 22nd of August and lasted for 18 minutes. A series of questions I prepared, which included broad questions like how would you describe your leadership style, and more in-depth questions like can kindness exist in sport. Nikolai answered these questions perfectly and summarised her opinion, what makes a great leader, and can kindness exist in sport. For the purpose of this video, I will only discuss the final two questions I asked. The first question was, what makes a great leader? I asked Nikolai about facing criticism, and she responded with, yes, especially when I was younger. So learning how to walk in the room confidently and with a presence rather than more passively. This leads me to what makes a great leader. On the internet you can find a lot of generic questions that may include competence, passion, humility and honesty. However, it doesn't matter how trustworthy or humble you are, you need a leadership presence. Presence is your non-verbal persona. This is what Nikolai talks about when walking into the room confidently and with a leadership presence. The last question was, can kindness exist in sport? We both agreed that kindness has a place in everyday life and especially sport. Nikolai's response included acts of kindness we have seen in recent Olympic Games and Commonwealth Games. Nikolai also touched on how performance is a very big part of an athlete's goals, but it is obvious that caring for people and kindness is embedded in so many people's values. This response is the easiest way to answer the question, can kindness exist in sport? Kindness exists everywhere in life, and sport is no exception to this. A combination of many different attributes and qualities ultimately make up a great leader. Kindness in sport is a concept that should be recognised throughout the sporting industry and everyday life. Nikolai Morris helped me answer these questions in the interview that I conducted with her, and just now analyse the meanings behind her answers through the help of academic literature and knowledge gained from this unit, Leadership in Sport. Thank you.